Good morning, guys, and welcome to the Peyton Show. No, I'm kidding. This is the new SCN Live. We're taking it a new direction, trying to get SCN out there a little bit more. Um, Today, we're actually going to turn this into a 30-minute show instead of an hour-long one. So it's going to be a little bit different from normal. We're going to kick things off with our favorite icebreakers. We're going to play another SCN game show, and then we'll dive into a segment, the main segment of the show, which will be 10 minutes long. It'll be the SCN codes, the principles that make this network different from any other. After that, we're going to jump into mustache moments with our very own Bernie DeSantis, Mustache Man, and with some wisdom of business that you didn't know you needed. And then finally, we're going to wrap it up with upcoming segments and how you can get more involved with SCN. So whether you're part of the SCN family or whether you're new to us, buckle up. It's going to be different, and it's going to be new, and it's going to be fun. Hang on tight.
What is up, kids? Look at Peyton being all like fancy and professional and shit.
All right, that was a good start. I like that. I like the new video too.
Yeah. I mean, I think this is the best view we've had of you.
Well, I don't know why the camera's still not working.
Yeah,
Nope,
like you're broadcasting from a cave.
Oh, that's fucking crazy. I don't know why. I might have to shut down the computer and come back. So y'all entertain, talks about yourself. Buy me a few seconds. I'll be right back.
Okay. Right. So anything, me and Bernie were talking earlier, if anything entertaining happened over this past weekend or this past week since last we talked, where I'm at in Utah, less than 20 miles away, a giant fire has broken out. It's on the other side of the mountain. So I'm just watching airplanes and helicopters fly across to just dump water on this fire. Apparently it's now up to 9,000 acres that have burned up in the last week. And that's insanity. And so they're worried about it coming near and nearer to the Colorado-Utah border. And so I'm just watching planes fly overhead across mountain ranges to dump water on this giant fire. And I can watch the smoke billowing from the other side of a mountain, which is really freaky.
Yeah, Peyton, I'd be like hooking up and heading out if I were you.
It's 20 miles away and it's on the other side of a mountain. I don't think it's going to climb the mountain. And I don't think it's going to follow the road, you know? But I'm just watching it every day. I'm still just doing my thing. And I'm like, if I get a message to evacuate, I will. They've evacuated within 5 miles of the fire. But I mean, I'm 20 miles away from it. So I'm not in the evacuation area yet. But if it keeps growing, then I guess I will be eventually.
So, Peyton, how'd you spend your summer? I survived a wildfire.
Yeah. No big deal. I just drove. My house is on wheels. I just drove away from it.
Well, we ended up going to the Peach Festival this weekend. So in Parker County, they have a huge peach festival. Got a bunch of hot sauces because my daughter is like super into hot sauces. And there was a stand of like 20 different hot sauces and she could try them all. But the best part was, do you guys know who Mary Martin is?
No.
Okay, Mary Martin was the lady that played Peter Pan in the musical opera.
Okay.
The one where like they had to use a woman because getting her to fly around a man was too heavy. That one. She grew up in Weatherford. She grew up in Texas. And so they use shuttle to get people into the festival. And so our bus shuttle back, he turned it into like a tour and he was like, oh, and Mary Martin lived right here until she was 7. And before, this was her house before. So it was really cool little bit of history about Weatherford. I never knew.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anything fun for you, Bernie?
No, I spent a bit of time on the road this weekend. Ty and the kids went to go visit her grandma in California. So I took them to the airport yesterday morning. It's really quiet and peaceful around the house today. I already missed them, but I am enjoying the quiet house.
Yeah, I bet.
Not gonna lie, just me and Blue hanging out.
Nobody getting in the way. Nobody making noise. That's always
Yeah,
nice.
no, nobody making a mess. Nobody pooping on the floor.
Okay.
Gwen is at that stage now where anytime she has an opportunity, she's trying to take off her diaper. So inevitably, it happens.
I get you. Yeah. So Donnie just texted me. He said, and now his computer is updating. FML.
Oh,
It's Sunday. What do you expect?
I know. It's a great day. It's the new show style, and Donnie's not going to be here for all of it. So I'm just going to keep rolling. We
I
only
mean,
have
we
so
don't
much
do the
time.
codes without him.
Yeah, I've got to start the game show. I got to keep
go.
moving. Sorry,
Let's
Donnie.
go.
You'll get
Let's
here when
do
you
it.
get here. Okay, last week we played Guess the Movie. This one's going to be Guess the Movie, but with still frames of the image of the movie.
okay.
So instead of giving you a poorly described movie outline, I'm going to show you clips like this, and you're going to have to guess what's the movie.
That's Forrest Gump.
Yeah, that one's easy.
You know, movie trivia is my worst ever. So Bernie
It
may,
is?
yeah, he may be answering all of these today.
Yeah. Okay, well, starting off easy.
Well,
and Jessica
okay, so
still didn't
I
answer.
saw that picture and I knew what it was. The name would not come to my head.
Oh, no. Okay, I get what you're saying, though. It's not just like you haven't seen the movie. It's just that you're not quick enough to come up with the answer before Bernie.
Never have me on your trivia team.
Yeah, I think from
Okay.
like 2015 back, I'm pretty good. That's Godfather.
Yeah. I've picked older movies as well. So I didn't go like too new, but like good classics.
Oh yeah,
Movies everybody's going to know.
Godfather is without a doubt top 5 movie in my list of all time.
Al Pacino. Fantastic.
Gladiator.
Gladiator. I
Where's
had a feeling.
Where's
Oh,
the
There
man.
he is.
Holy hell. My computer's updating, so I'm on the phone. Let's do this.
All right. Yeah, this one was Gladiator. I put it in there knowing that Donnie would know this one at least, if no one else. But it's a pretty iconic movie. All right, what about this one?
That's Avengers Endgame.
It is Avengers Endgame. Donnie, it's going to be hard to see on your phone.
It is going to be hard to see. We'll figure it out.
Avengers Endgame. And I feel like I just watched it a few years ago. It was 2019. It came
I
out.
know.
Wow.
Damn it. Okay, what's this one?
American Pie.
Oh, yeah, American Pie.
American Pie. Absolutely. Here, just for fun, Donnie, Bernie, don't answer this one. I want to see if Jess can get it.
No.
Yeah.
Oh. Don't do this to me. Where's the
No.
Disney movies? Where's the Disney movies?
Disney
I can't
movies?
do all those
Okay.
because I'm
Bernie, Donnie, do y'all know this one?
Truman Show.
Yeah.
Liar,
that's the
liar. Is it
Nah,
Truman?
it's Truman Show.
Truman.
Yeah.
I knew it was Jim Carrey.
No, I mean, I'm proud of you for that one.
Oh, The Big Lebowski.
Fuck you, Donnie. Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
That's right.
Yep. The Big Lebowski. And
Drinking
when
my coffee.
when I first watched The Big Lebowski, I hated it. I thought it was terrible. And then I watched it the second time while I wasn't sober, and I thought it was the funniest movie ever created.
The dude.
The dude.
Oh, God, this is such a great movie. What the fuck's it called?
I remember this one too.
Mm-hmm.
Whip It or something like that? Whiplash.
Very close. Whiplash. Yeah,
God, that's a great movie.
it is. It was really good.
I wasn't
remember-
expecting it to be as intense as it was.
Yeah. Drama / indie film. I was like, I didn't know indie film was like its own category of movie. I thought that was interesting.
Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, I couldn't see
Yes.
it, but yeah.
Yeah. Being on your phone is what makes it difficult to see all the details. But yeah,
Yeah.
Saving Private Ryan.
God, that was a great movie too.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. All right, last one. Easy.
Fast and
Fast and
Furious.
Furious.
Oh,
Which
There you
one?
go.
That one.
Which one?
Oh,
That's
That's-
actually Fast and Furious 2012 like 37th one they launched. And then they're like freaking 95 different Fast and Furious now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But this one has Paul Walker in the image, so he died. Oh man, early on in the Fast and Furious.
He's been gone at least a decade now.
Yeah, I can't remember what movie he was in whenever he passed, but it was like first 3 somewhere around there. See, even Serena thought that one was Liar Liar.
Right.
It was the Truman Show.
Hmm.
Okay. Moving on. Up next, we've got SCN codes. All right. So we're going to talk SCN codes, what they mean to us, what the importance of them is.
Donnie, your lips are moving, but we can't hear you.
Man, this is just an amazing morning. Hold on, we're see if we can come in this way. My camera working. Am I gonna echo?
Oh, your camera's working this time.
Do that.
Perfect. I got you. I got you covered.
Dun, da, da, da. Holy goodness gracious. Man, you gotta love technology.
Great.
It's a Monday morning, and I don't even sleep for Mondays. So let's talk about the Champions Codes. You know, I don't think I've told this story in a while, but not a lot of people know how I actually came up with the name of the company, Success Champions. When in September, am I losing you? Or
Yeah, but your audio started to cut out a little bit. I think
You're right.
you were
Keep talking.
good? All right. So when I launched this back in September 17th of 2017 is when I actually launched the company. I knew success was going to be in the company, but I didn't know what the second word was going to be. I knew I couldn't just leave it just success. So I was watching the movie Troy with Brad Pitt. I don't know why shit's shaking, but we'll get it going. And as I watched the opening scene of the movie Troy, it's one of the greatest scenes of all time. Literally, you see 2 armies coming together. One king looking at the other king says, "We can fight and everybody dies, or you choose your champion, I'll choose mine, and we will freaking, whoever wins that battle, winner takes all." So, of course, the one king brings out this giant mountain of a man with muscles everywhere, like places muscles shouldn't be poking out of this dude. And the other guy's like, "Bring me Achilles." And, of course, Achilles is nowhere to be found. And when they do send a little boy runner after him, he's like in this brothel of women, drunk, naked, everything. I'm like, that's my champion right there. And he comes out. And one of my favorite quotes of all time is a little kid looks at Brad Pitt, who's playing Achilles, and goes, "Have you seen the size of that guy? I could never go out there and face him." And Brad says one of the greatest lines of all time. What he says is, "And that's why no one will ever remember your name." And I went, "Oh, that's such a great phrase." But long story short, Brad Pitt goes out, does one move, stabs a guy in the freaking neck, freaking whole thing's over. It's a brilliant move. And they win the war. And what ran through my head at that point was, man, that used to really happen. Kings used to really pick their best fighter and stack them up against another king's best fighter. Instead of slaughtering everybody, they chose a champion to represent them and put them out front. So that's where the word champion comes from, because I thought, man, kings chose people to be their champion. When will individuals choose themselves and become their own champion? And I've never liked the word core values. I've always thought core values were just stupid words thrown up on a wall and didn't have a lot of impact. But when I thought about, we need some codes to live by, I thought about the Knights codes back in the day and the honor and the things that came with it. And I've always thought that was a really, really cool perspective. So the first code that I ever actually wrote, but I didn't accrue, originally we had 5, and they are all under this framework of be your own champion. But I never actually included it in the original core, champions codes. So I put the rest of these in here as first, and I have a book out there, and from Fuck to Focus, and in there you'll see the champions code. There's only 5 listed. It's because I had them all under this idea of be your own champion. So I thought, what are the greatest things that I've done to help me transform where I am in my life? And could we build a company around these same ideas and build a company around these same codes? Would it have the same impact on others? So show up as yourself, where that first came from was this thought process of I spent so many years being a freaking guy wearing slacks and button downs, no hats, no cussing, like just a completely different world. And guys, feel free to jump in on any of these.
I don't think we would recognize that, Donnie, today.
So somebody who's loud in the network, Paul McCarthy, he was a client of mine when I did sales training. So that dude saw it back in the day. And he likes to use the word forced. I wasn't forced. It was still somewhat of a choice because that was the role I was in life. But yeah, it was definitely a different version of me for sure. So, but I don't think a lot of people know what it means to show up as themselves. What do you guys think, Fizz?
It says it really well in that little blurb. I know it's kind of hard to read, but it says a lot of people are one person at home and another person at work. And that's kind of a hard boundary to break sometimes. But once you figure it out that you're allowed to just be yourself, especially when owning your own business and starting to make connections like we do in SCN, it makes things so much easier. I don't have to try and pretend to be professional. I'm not always professional. I like to wear t-shirts when I go to work because I work from home. And so I'm not going to change my profile picture to a collared shirt because that's not what I do. Right, Donnie?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, people always get this one a little mixed up. So I'm not saying you have to wear t-shirts and blow. And I know it's not what you're saying, Peyton, but you have to respect the situation. Like my niece's wedding. Yes, I was in a kilt, but I was still in a sport jacket. No ball cap there. It was her wedding. It's a respectful thing. So you still have to respect the environment. So this is, showing up as yourself. If you're working in corporate America, it's literally you wear the uniform of the day and still carry yourself out of respect for the situation, and the likes, but still be yourself in that moment so you don't confuse people of who they're actually working with, especially if you're in sales. Yeah. So
well, there's a difference between showing up as yourself and showing up as you are, and I think a lot of people get that mixed up, right? Like,
yes,
you can wear a t-shirt and a ball cap and still present yourself rather professionally, but if you roll out of bed and you're still in the V-neck that you wore, that's all you look like you're not really showing up as yourself. You're showing up as a poorer version of yourself.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah. But the rest of the codes, they all play right along with this. Always be learning and teach what you learn. I think a lot of people try and gatekeep a lot of content. They try and they have this secret that if anybody knew, they would steal all their ideas and stuff. And I just laugh because YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn, they're all things. And anything you can teach or do, somebody's already got a video out there teaching how to do it. So part of showing up as yourself is the ability to actually teach all the things you figured out, because it's all those things you figured out that makes you unique. And in this day and age, especially with AI coming around so hard and heavy, teaching your knowledge and your wisdom is just massive.
And I would say with that is two people can teach the same thing, but because they chose different words, it's going to resonate with different peoples in different ways. So Donnie and I can go into SEN and do a training. He does it one way, I do it another. Some people resonate more with Donnie and some people resonate more with me when we train. So it's kind of like you need to put your voice out there because you don't know who you're going to be impacting and how you're going to be changing their lives.
100%. As Jessica loves to say, is I put the freaking motivational pep talks in there, and then she tells them the real side of the things.
All right, give us one more to jump onto, Donnie.
I wrote "Don't be a dick" for myself, just to not be a complete asshole at times. But "Go break shit" is actually one of my favorite ones. Trying new things, because if you're not innovating, I love how Gary Vee said it once upon a time. If you're not trying to put yourself out of business, somebody else is. And so the idea of going break shit and trying new things is looking at new technologies, looking at different things in your world, go try it and build upon them, learning different skill sets and the likes, and really up-leveling your company. So that's...
I was going to say, I'm going to jump on family first before we go, because it's interesting. In our trainings, we'll go through these codes. Family first is always the last one to be picked out of these. And it's kind of odd because whether you consider your family your your fur pets, your fur children, or your friends, or you actually have kids and a husband, those are the people that are always constantly there. Well, if your business was gone, those are the people that are constant in your life and there to support you. So to me, family first is one of the top ones out of this whole list.
Yeah, I agree, and it's interesting too. Like I'll get text messages or DMs from members of my group from time to time, and I appreciate the consideration that they're letting me know they won't be there, but they're like, "I'm so sorry, I have Johnny's soccer game today, or I have this going on, or I have that going on," and it's always family rated, and I always just repeat that right back to them. It's cool. Like I understand, family first. Go do the thing. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, that's the first words out of my mouth. Somebody's like, "Hey, I've got to go do something with the kids," and first thing I'll reply with is "family 1st."
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, it's just the right thing, because how much through our careers did we not go family first?
Yeah.
Oh, Peyton, I just uploaded a new video for Mustache Moments.
Sure, I'll use yours. But yeah, family first has always been massive. Go break shit, try new things. That one I feel like is Donnie's catchphrase. If he doesn't have anything to say, he's going to tell somebody to go break shit and try something new.
That's true.
And yeah, they resonate in different ways to different people. And it's always meant a lot to hear both of those sides. Like, hey, go fuck it up. Everyone fucks it up. And then if you're going to fuck it up, make sure you're on good terms with your family. Go hang out with them afterwards too and just take a load off. Like, sweet. All right. Both of those things resonate with me. Fuck it up and then go hang out.
It's always funny, like visitors to the chapter though, like you always see them grin and kind of nod when you say don't be a dick, because everybody's been in those networking groups where somebody's just a dick in there and you don't want to hang out anymore.
Yeah.
So like,
well, and I love the fact that we have, go break shit and don't be a dick in there. I can't tell you how many people have said thank you for that, because that's kind of the permission to be me.
Yeah.
And I realized I found my people.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, the other thing about having those in the codes for SEN, it actually keeps a lot of the drama out, because if you're going to be offended by one single word, there's going to be a lot more things that you're offended by.
Yeah, if you can't handle shit and dick, I don't know. Okay, we'll send it over to Bernie for the mustache moment now.
It's a mustache moment, baby, loop in the sky in style.
There we go.
I love it.
Never gets old.
Hey, and by the way, that was created by VEO3, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. Cool. All right. Well, good morning, everyone. So today's mustache moment, simple and powerful question. How do you recharge, reset, and refresh? Because if you're anything like most of us, especially if you're in a leadership position, right, you have people that report to you, you're an entrepreneur, you're running a business, you have a service role, right? It's easy to get caught up in that constant motion of, just getting shit done. The to-do list never really ends. The calendar is perpetually full. The emails and DMs, they keep on coming, right?
Yeah.
And if we're not intentional, burnout often shows up wearing that name tag of busy, right? And I know that I'm guilty of this too. So what do I mean when I say recharge, reset, refresh? What do those things mean, right? Recharge is about your energy, right? What fills your cup? For me, it might be spending some time with the family. It might be unplugging and going for a walk or a drive. Reading a few chapters of a book. I don't get to do that barely anymore, but that could be something, or just even stepping outside for a few minutes, right? The reset is about gaining clarity, getting back to your center, getting back to your values, your vision. It's taking time to ask, the question, am I headed where I actually want to go? And then making those adjustments. And, the refresh is really about taking some downtime, right? Taking the moment to shake off the dust, putting the project, whatever it is, on pause and doing something to just relax, to put your feet up. Because you got to give your brain a little bit of space to breathe. Oftentimes people come up with their best ideas when they're in the shower, not thinking about or doing anything. And you got to give your brain that opportunity to breathe. And it matters because if we don't take the space to recharge, to reset, to refresh, we can start to resent the very thing that we love doing, right? I know that's happened to me from time to time where I'm just, all in it 80 hours a week sometimes. And at the end of the week, I'm like, it's great. I accomplished all this stuff, but, I didn't get to do anything with my family. I didn't get to put anything into myself and my own well-being.
Yeah.
And so when we don't reset, we lose that direction. And when we don't refresh, we just stop evolving. So that's the mustache moment. It's both, a reminder, and I'll even throw a challenge out there. Make sure that you're taking the time, even if it's 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, to intentionally recharge, reset, refresh. Schedule it if you have to, right? And block it off as a non-negotiable on your calendar. Because ultimately your impact depends on your ability to stay grounded, to stay energized, to stay clear on what your mission is. So I'd love to open it up to the other three here on the call, guys. What's something that you guys do to personally recharge, reset, refresh, right? What's something that helps you reconnect with your energy and clarity?
This is actually very timely because I listened to a podcast last night about overwhelm. And so it like gave you 5 steps. And the first one was to just breathe. It's like something that we forget to do, but to just breathe and reset. The second one that I always love is to write it down. Writing it down gets it out of your head and gets it out of the loop, and it just puts everything on paper so your mind can move on and can focus on the one thing. One of the things that he said that I was like, oh, that's interesting, is he said to tell your brain, not right now. Like if you have a bunch of things going on in your head, tell your brain, not right now, and move on. So I've been trying that one out, and it'll be interesting. I just listened to it last night, so I haven't gotten to try it yet.
Not right now.
Yeah, on the breathing thing, Jess, I have Dave Gieselman. He's in my group, and a couple weeks ago, he did a 10-minute teach on a breathing exercise, right? When you need to reset quickly, he went through this less than 5-minute breathing exercise. I've been using it ever since. It's amazing. But to your point, like that's a great way to just pause, reset your physiology, and then move forward again. What about you guys?
Right now, my 2 main ways of recharging are either playing video games, which I do a lot of, probably too much. And then the other one, because of where I'm at in the middle of the desert, there's a lot of hikes out here in Utah. And so one of the ones that I found recently is a local spot. It's just like a watering hole. It's almost like an oasis in the desert. It's a shoot off of the Colorado River. It comes through and it has made its own big old pond, and people are jumping off into it, and then it keeps continuing on. It's in the middle of this ravine, and it's less than 2 miles away from where I'm at right now. So I can just ride my bike out to that, walk the river, go down to the watering hole, walk right back. It's just incredible.
That's awesome. Well, let's kick it over to events. We got 2 minutes to get us out of here on time, trying this new format. We'd love to hear from you guys as well, what you guys think of the quick 30-minute pop shot, your thoughts and opinions. So really quick, guys, what events you have coming up?
Jess, you got anything?
Yeah, happy hour at Shotzi's in Keller this week on Wednesday, 3:30 to 5:30. Check out the SEN page on LinkedIn.
Nice.
I've
got Audience Alchemy tomorrow afternoon, actually, 3 p.m. Eastern, co-facilitating with Miss Julie Trombley. We're talking about how you automate your webinars outreach for success.
Love it.
It's been a while.
And then we've got the Badass Business Summit September 17th through the 19th. And holy hell, we just wrapped up early bird special. Jessica ran a campaign that sold a ridiculous amount of tickets for that, getting that wrapped up. So really, really excited about that. We're getting ready to start announcing the rest of the speakers and start promoting who all the other people are going to be there. So going to be amazing, awesome time, game-changing networking event. Will absolutely impact your business with the right room, right people. So September 17th through the 19th in Fort Worth, Texas. Guys, we are here every Monday hanging out on SEN Live, 8 a.m., trying a new segment where we're doing 30 minutes and bringing in a bunch of different quick hit topics to help you get your week kicked off. So shoot us a DM, leave us a message. We'd love to know what you think about the new format and show. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you haven't visited a Success Champion Networking group, go to successchampionnetworking.com and visit a chapter and experience it for yourself. As always, guys, have an awesome and amazing week. Love you, mean it. See you. Bye.
Bye, guys.